I welcome you all on behalf of PODA, the Government of Pakistan, Women's Parliamentary Caucus of Pakistan, and Norway to the International Conference on Age of Marriage Legislation in Muslim countries, a review of best practices and the way forward.
Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan. Good morning. Welcome to all the distinguished guests of this very important international conference that we worked very hard for the last couple of years to put it together, and we faced many unforeseen challenges. This conference and our program is funded by Royal Norwegian Embassy, for which we are grateful. We have with us today scholars from Bangladesh, Indonesia, Morocco, Nigeria, Syria, Tunisia, and Yemen, and of course Pakistan. And our colleague from Egypt will join us online. Also held a half-day consultation that was co-sponsored by the Ministry of Women Development in Punjab, the Punjab Commission on the Status of Women, and the Women Protection Authority of the Government of Punjab, and by many parliamentarians. So we are thankful for their solidarity and support for women's rights programming at the provincial level.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start with the following quote. The girl child of today is the woman of tomorrow. The skills, ideas, and energy of the girl child are vital for full attainment of the goals of equality, development, and peace. Through our partnership with PODA under the project Reduce Early Marriages to Enhance Gender Equality, we have seen meaningful engagement with parliamentarians, legal experts, religious community leaders, and young women advocating for change.
Thank you so much for convening this very, very important topic for the age of marriage, and I wish you continuous and the best of luck during the discussions and the collaboration of the conference. Thank you.
I thank always PODA for organizing not such this important event. PODA is a very close partner to the embassy. We are always collaborating together on learning from each other, on strengthening the human rights, and especially to learn from each other the experience on strengthening women's rights.
I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the organizer for bringing together such a diverse and knowledgeable group of experts, policymakers, and advocates to deliberate on an issue that is central to the rights and future of our girls, the age of marriage.
I come from Morocco, a Muslim country that has walked a long and sometimes difficult path in confronting one of our region's most sensitive issues, child marriage.
I want to share with you about the several policies related to child marriage in Indonesia. There are Law number 16 of 2019 concerning the amendments to Law number 1 of 1974 on marriage. And we have Supreme Court regulation, or we call it PERMA number 5 of 2019, about the marriage dispensation, and officially setting the minimum legal age for marriage in Indonesia, 19 for both men and women. This is raising for 16 for women and 19 for men.
I'm from Yemen. In the past, Yemen was called the land of queens because women, pre-Islamic history and during the Islam, were ruled by at least 11 queens who were reigning and ruling the country. So when I say I'm from Yemen, it means that women have been empowered throughout history to be a decision maker.
أشكر باكستان دولة باكستان على هذه الإضافة وكذلك على هذا الكرم، وأشكر أيضا منظمة بودا على هذا التنظيم. أيضا أول حزب عماني دعا إلى الحقوق وإلى الحريات وما يتعلق بحقوق المرأة والتعليم كان نشأ هنا في باكستان في مدينة كراتشي في عام 1950.
Okay. So let me explain what are the situation in Bangladesh and what are the things that we are going through right now.
I think we all appreciate and know what girl-child marriage is, and we all appreciate and know the several components of the consequences of girl-child marriage. I'm going to talk a little bit about the peculiarities of Nigeria and why it is difficult, yet not impossible, to have a legal formula that will streamline the age of marriage for girls in Nigeria.
I will give you an overview about the situation in Syria. Syrian society is a mosaic characterized by ethnic, religious, sectarian and cultural diversity.
أيها الحضور الكرام، أود في البداية أن ألقي عليكم تحية الإسلام. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، وأشكر السادة المنظمين على هذه الدعوة التي ستمكنني.
There is a space to harmonize it. It is not a religious debate. It is not the cultural debate. Rather, it's debate of the mindset. It's debate of the health of the half of the population of Pakistan.
So I suggest that we should very loudly, clearly, without any ambiguity, clearly give this message from this stage that the government of Pakistan, the relevant stakeholders, and whoever is responsible for doing that job, they should work to increase the minimum age of marriage 18 years, and we should appreciate the federal government for the legislation that has already been taken.
So it is the time that we change the rules and fix the minimum age, which is maturity for both boy and girl, so that they have at least minimum education to know what is right and what is wrong. Thank you.
I have been working for the last 25 years on women issues in Yemen and in the Middle East.
In order to accompany the transformation that Moroccans have known. And
before joining the tribunal, I used to teach in university. I used to teach human rights law, cyber law, and also Muslim law. So I still bear that legacy of being an academic. And that's what
made it possible for me to come. And I was just introduced to His Excellency, who made it possible for me to get the visa.
I'm a Syrian activist and I work for human rights and women rights in NGOs, and I am a board member of Syrian Women Network.
I'm Nilor Faiza. I'm from Indonesia. I'm working on NGO about 5 years. Before I worked
guests, Excellency, colleagues from the UN agencies, and the representation from the civil society organization. So I am very thankful for your time, that from the morning since this time you are listening and you contributed, and our scholars from different countries. So you contributed a lot of rich experience, and it was a way forward. Like, you made our job very easy when you shared the best practices from your countries. So we linked that best practices, and then we were also thinking when the Ministry of Human Rights they were sharing that the Ministry of Human Rights would be taking measures. So there is a list of some lessons learned and best practices. But before sharing that, I would like to draw your attention to our article of the Constitution of Pakistan. So our Article 14, that is referring to the dignity of the person. So the dignity of the person, that is men, women, children. Then our Article 25, that refers to the discrimination of all forms of violence. So again, when it comes to the girl child, and if she is married before the age of 18, then her social, her emotional, her physical, like everything is at threat. So for our girls, there is a list that our colleague from Indonesia, she mentioned the KUPI, the women ulamas. So in Pakistan, when we see that our women from the religious sphere are missing, in our mosques, rarely there are places for our women. So from PODA, we are recommending that there should be a coordinated effort with all the institutions, with the support of Ministry of Human Rights, and then we should include the women ulama, because that movement, the women empowerment through WhatsApp groups, through social media, and then this talk should begin, that the women should come, especially the women ulama. There are women who are religious leaders and who can come forward. So I just want to take one sentence from one of our scholars, that religion is not a barrier. Religion is a bridge.
First of all, I'd like to welcome all of the international delegates that have traveled from far and beyond to Pakistan. It is a pleasure for me to join for this important conference. I wish to express my appreciation for PODA and the Royal Norwegian Embassy and all the international and national partners for their valuable contributions to this timely dialogue. To conclude, let us reaffirm our shared vision of Pakistan and a world where every child is valued, every girl is educated, and every marriage is based on consent, maturity, and respect. Protecting children from early marriage is not only a human right and a human rights obligation, it is a moral duty and an investment for a future of our nation. Thank you.
Starting with our international participants, with all our guests who have been with us all day, with the Minister of State, with our dignitaries, diplomats for coming again, Professor Dr. Zia, our sister ambassador, and everyone. And we are really thankful that we have been able to bring out practical recommendations that we will take forward. I'd like to thank the team of Ministry of Human Rights with the Director and the Secretary Sahib for facilitating us.